Hey, what's up, everybody? This is T3. Welcome, T3 Gaming. We're going to be getting into a new game here. It is called Golf Impact. I will be doing two golf games. I have Ultimate Golf and I have Golf Impact. Now, I've spent thousands of dollars on games over the years, and here these games have got a lot going on. I just want to see if it's even possible to complete it as a free-to-play player. So that's what I'm going to do and kind of put in my strategies. I've played these games of Golf Impact and Ultimate Golf for quite a few times. Golf Impact not as long as Ultimate Golf, but I still have the. Once you played one, you pretty much can figure out all of them. All right, so this is going to be a basic introduction. Then we're going to get in and we're going to play some golf. But just going to do a basic introduction on the game overview. I'm going to start from top left and just work my way down. That's basically how I'm going to do it here. All right, so. A lot of you are going to find a problem getting a picture in there. So I created a new profile just for this with a picture in it, so it actually shows up. Now most of these will get, if you connect to your Facebook, you'll get your photo in there. But I'm connected to the Google account, so I created a whole new one with a photo in there, and somehow I was able to get it in there. So I couldn't do it before, so that's one thing I'm kind of not an expert on is photos. So. All right, so this is what I just started. So I just went through the intro, and this is basically what it stops you at here. You win the first one, basically. Just breathe, and you'll win that first one. All right, so that's it. I get my name. Make sure you put your name in here, because a lot of clubs are not going to want you put your name. So the only thing I did is I joined the club. I joined a very small club, one that's not active, so they won't kick me out, just so I can get more familiar with the clan matches and all this stuff, because... Actually, I know how to do it. It costs a lot, and if you're not active, I bet you'll get kicked right out. So I want to build up a bankroll where I can actually contribute before I go find myself a good clan. Because that happens. I tried to get into a great clan about a month ago, and I had like 790 trophies, and they still kicked me out. I couldn't believe it. But either way, all right. So that takes care of that. Here we're gonna have our coins. This is how you're gonna upgrade all your clubs and get into tournaments and stuff like that. So that's that for that, and this here, I don't know what, because you can click on this down arrow too. This is going to show you what you paid. I guess if I say I'm not doing pay to play, so this is one way you can tell if I bought anything, if I paid for it. This is what I got for free, so I like this. It's pretty cool. And this is when you start collecting your tickets and stuff, so we can start putting these into our clubs and stuff. But that's going to be a long ways away. I don't think you get any of these until you get into the Master Tours. So, like I said, we're free to play, so we're going to be playing this a lot differently than unless you're going to pay money. Some people like that Impact Pass. Like I said, I'm not even going to do that. Okay, so we do have 100 gems. We got that on the Impact Pass here. We collected our first one. So it goes all the way down. You get about 550 gems in a month. Okay, so it's not a whole lot. But if you want to spend the 60, 70 bucks, you can end up getting like 28,000. But I said I'm doing this free. And you'll get a legendary club when you finish this. So once a month, they're going to give you a club. So that's our goal is to get those legendary clubs and start upgrading them as fast as we can. All right, so we got the welcome event. So actually, let's go into here. We got the settings here. If you want to save your account, okay, I'm not going to change to a guest account, but you go and you can. It will say link secure, and you go there. If you go to Google, that's what it's going to say. It's going to grade out. But you can also have an option for Facebook too. So. And if you get an event coupon, and I guess you can put it there. I've never used that before. So, all right. So let's go ahead and jump down the welcome event. Here's what the welcome event. I already got my 3,000. That's why I got 3,600. Plus, I won 200 on the first one, and then the bags. I guess I got a little bit in the bag. They give you a free bag to start off. So tomorrow I'll get another 100, and the next day they're gonna give me a legendary club. Hopefully the Meteor. That's what we begged for. So we'll go on here and. Now this is your start package. If you want to spend a little money on it, you'll get some good values there. But like I said, I am doing day 1, day 2, day 3. They'll give you different ones. Like I said, this is free to play. And then we're gonna get this is if you want to watch people's. I don't know how they get it in here, but they do. So watch their. I watched one. It was worthless. I didn't see anything. Okay, so we do have the impact pass, so we have to get. This goes by how many bags you open. And sometimes they have an event that you get two for the price of one. So if you open up one bag, you'll get two. So basically, every bag you get a point. So once you open up 5 bags, you go up to the next. What you call it? So let's jump in here. How many more days we have left here? It should tell me how many days. 29 days. So they start you right over. That's good. All right, we could get down to 37. So we have to get a lot going here. So if I go ahead and open up this bag, I'm going to get a point. So we're going to do that. They give you 2 free bags every 6 hours or something like that. And the thing is, get some coins. That's 2.5 hours. So I'll get a free bag every 2.5 hours, and they only stack 2. Okay. Now the thing is, with the bag slot, you have to have the impact pass for it to continue. And like I can sleep overnight and have all 4 of them ready for me, but not here. And that's what I hate about it. So once one bag slot gets open, I have to come in and start the clock on the next one. I don't like that. I wish they just do it automatically. I'm pretty sure that's how it does it. Because if you get the impact pass, it will tell you in here what you're going to get. Okay. Gives you clan members and a clan boost. Okay. It doesn't show. I'm pretty sure it is, though. We'll find out when we get more bags. Alright, so now we got the ranking. Right now we are in the beginner league. This is the lowest one. And you will get 50. Okay. My league. You'll get 50 gems once you get promoted. So I wish they'd stop doing that. Receive award. Weekly reward. Okay. Once you get promoted. And getting promoted is not going to be that hard, I'm telling you. Now, we're going to want to stay kind of low levels here for a while until we can build up our bankroll. We don't want to promote ourselves too fast. Now, probably not as bad as Golf Impact, but Ultimate Golf can get pretty bad if you rank up too quick. You want to have some good clubs. All right, so trophies. Here's the thing about the trophies, okay? Now, like, we're on Tour 1 right now. Once we win one, we're going to get 2 of these feather balls, okay? We're just going to keep saving these, use our basic balls for as long as possible. And every so often you'll get the primo balls. These are something you'll get in the tournaments, so we have to get real good at getting in the tournaments. And then we'll get some clubs, and we'll just keep going up and get some more balls. So we definitely want to but on Tour 1, you only get to make it up at 20. And then once you get to 20, if you don't play Tour 2, you're not going to go up any higher. So they kind of force you to move yourself up in tours to get more of these trophies, because your trophy count won't go up unless you're playing tours that you haven't played before. So once you max out your trophy count on Tour 1, that's it. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing, because I want to make sure, because by playing Tour 1, I'm targeting my bags to Tour 1 clubs. Now if I get Tour 2 open, now I'm targeting Tour 1 and Tour 2, so I can get it gives you more options. And having those more options means you may not get the clubs that you want. It may take longer to get the Tour 2 clubs. So that's why I like to get Tour 1 clubs ranked up just a little bit, just so I have a little strength when I go into Tour 2 on my, whatever clubs they offer for common clubs. But we'll take a look at it as we go. All right, and that's the trophies there. So let's go ahead to the bottom left. All right, so they get a maintenance. Thank you. So I always check this stuff because they give you free stuff just for doing the maintenance. So we're going to get another 50. Thank you for your cooperation. This matter expires. Okay. So they're going to give me a bag. I'm going to click it. I can skip everything, but I like the suspense here. So 12 coins. We got a drone. So we're going to be activating that. We get the dart. So the jet ski. Komodo Dragon, that's an unlocked new club, so we're happy with that. Okay. Alright, so those are new clubs. Paradise Maldives. Okay. These are replays. Somebody did a replay. I don't want no replay, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete this if it's possible. Nope. Either way. Inbox. That's it. Alright, so let's go ahead and why is this not backing out? Okay, so, and this is your store. This is going to be important, okay? Like I said, unless you plan on spending a little bit of cash. Now, this one, if you want to buy this, you can pick out your club that you want to get. They don't give you many. It takes forever and a day. I'm telling you I'm telling you, you could probably rank up your common card before you can max out your legendary. And that's another thing. You can upgrade your common cards to legendary cards. That's one thing I like about this. This is the New York Championship. That's the golf tournament going on right now. I think there's a new one starting tomorrow. Hopefully I can get into it. We'll see. Impact Pass, we're not going to get that. We'll have the free one, which we'll get the club. But here now, I got 50 tokens, so that's a given. That's your first one you're going to get. So if I give them 50 diamonds, they're going to give me 55. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Now tomorrow there'll be golf balls there, and we're going to want to do that. Start building our supply of golf balls. And until I start building up a whole bunch of diamonds, I probably won't do anything with these. But we're going to get our free bag, so let's go ahead and get the free bag. You won't get legendary clubs in these bags. We're going to have to do the long drive competition and tournaments and stuff like that. That's how you're going to get them. All right, so Tour 4, we haven't opened up Tour 2, Tour 3, Tour 4, so we can't get any of these. It's going to cost you 3,000 gems to buy a card if you want to go that route. I haven't decided. It all depends on how fast I can build up my diamonds. I just want to use my diamonds for balls right now because the balls are compared to other games are actually not too bad, and we're gonna be dealing with this stuff, these plus cards, not until we get into a master league. So it'd be a while before we even do anything with that. Then we get the tickets. You can use those for playing tour, and then of course you can buy your legendary bags. And I don't even know if it tells you what you can get into it. One legendary bag, total club cards 80. Okay, looks like you can get one legendary card if you bought that. So who knows? That might be something we may look into later on if we're having a hard time getting those cards. But here's the thing, okay? We're going to talk about these balls here. You get 2% power and no wind resistance, and arrow speed is going to be 2% slower, and spin is going to be 40% more. So we can get, for 450, we can get 150 balls, which is a pretty good price. So when I buy them, I want to buy them by 150s unless you get the 10 for like a real cheap price in the store. So they do that special deal. So you get the rose. I like the rose. It's a 10% wind resistance. Then you get clover. It's 20%. I think this is going to be best. This is my low tier balls. This will probably be the one I'll probably stack up on. And I'll do some of the other one too that has no wind resistance. That ball is good for when you have tailwinds and stuff. You don't want to knock down your wind if you have a tailwind. Alright, so 750 gems for 150 balls. Alright, but the best ball is this Super Rookie ball. I like the Spiker ball too, which is only 1,500 for 150 balls. Wind resistance 30, and the power is plus 6. But now your Super Rookie ball is plus 9, 30% wind resistance. And this is we're going to want to keep collecting these as much as humanly possible. We'll just see how fast the diamonds come in. But we're going to hold off and we're going to save our diamonds until good deals come out. So if you want to buy your diamonds and you buy your coins, there you go. But I'm going to wait until every day you want to check this. This slot right here is going to be giving you a Spiker ball, Vega ball, whatever. And it may cost you 50 diamonds for a certain amount, so we'll find out when they come up. Can't remember, it's been a while. So alright, so let's go ahead and jump out of here. Now we're back at the home. Now I already got into my clan, so I got into this right here, so you can search for the clan. It's got into a nice easy one. This is your plus card. You need to earn 2,650 trophies to open up the fitting room, which you can enhance all your clubs. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and get my clubs selected. Okay, so we got our beginner wedge. And here we go. So we only got one. We're going to throw that dart out there. Let's see what we get for the dart. We're going to select it. Alright, 300 to upgrade it. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 300. I don't mind that. That's a low cost. And see if I can. We got the power. Ball guide, to me right now, early on, your ball guide is going to be the most important, okay? Because the longer that ball guide, the easier it is for you to hold it out. And curl, we're not getting no curl here, so we have zero, hardly any curl. We want curl and we want ball guide, because that's what's going to get us some of these tougher holes. It's going to be easier for us to get into a location on the hole that will get us a better angle into the hole. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. The 201's not going to be like that, but we're going to be wanting to upgrade. So let's see what else. So we got the dart, so we'll keep that there. We're going to go to beginner iron. So we got the seahorse is the only thing we got. So we got what? Let's go ahead and select that. So we're not going to have much going on here. So we're going to spend 300 on that. We're going to upgrade it. I like to keep all my, because once you start upgrading all these and max them out, like every game has some sort of, they'll give you something in return when those clubs come up, whether it's gold coins or I have no idea. Never got to that level on Golf Impact, but I have on Ultimate Golf. They give you in-game cash. So we'll see what they give us. So let me see what we got here. We got ball guide is 47. Now this impact here, that's for training your club. We'll get into that a little bit here. So power 65, top spin. So we're not getting much of anything on these common clubs, that's for sure. We definitely want to get a better club. The driver, the jet ski is the only thing we have. So we're going to go ahead. All we have is 193, so that's not much there, that's for sure. And 1,000. So if we're going to go ahead and spend 1,000. I got to get a little bit more. Hopefully they give me some distance here. And they gave me 4 yards. So we're at 197. Okay. We're not going to spend no more until we earn some more. We got the driver where we needed it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get down to mid-iron. The Komodo Dragon. This is actually a rare. I believe it's a rare. Yeah, it's an epic. Okay, epic. So let's go ahead. Put that there. And we're going to go ahead. Hellfire is the Tour 2, so we won't see any of that. Alright. Alright, so I'm not going to upgrade this yet until I collect some more coins. Okay, that's bag 1. That's open Tour 2 to unlock train. Okay, so I have to unlock Tour 2, which would be no problem. We just don't have to play it just yet. Alright. And this is my clan. Okay, promotion zone. We're almost there. So it's a one-man band that's doing it. See, look at this one guy. He's got 6. I don't know. We're not doing. I'm connected. He's playing. I don't know. We're not able to get into the clan matches yet. I don't have the coins to do it anyway. So receive the reward. Okay, so we got. So now we unlocked tier 2. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves. Okay, we've got 1 and 2. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple bags. Okay, dart, drone, and polar bear. That's a long one. I might have to go ahead and put that on. Okay, so let's go ahead and unlock this one. Alright, open up this gold bag. See, we've got dart, drone, seahorse, jacket, all those already, so okay. Tier 24 is 4,000 gems. That's for all 3, by the way, in case you're wondering. Alright, get ourselves 50 more diamonds here. Alright, so it didn't say new club, so we got all those already. Alright, get ourselves 50. Yeah, it won't take us long to get down to the bottom if we stay a little active here. That's it. Okay, so we got 1 more. So let's jump out here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump into Tour 1, and we're going to master these tours. So I'll be showing you how to do the ring count and stuff, and I'll probably have a specific video just for the ring count. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and spend 100. We got to stop making some money. It's 10%. You get 10 rounds of 10%, then that goes away. Now, once you finish the trophies, they'll give you an option to buy something. You get it's a special deal. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump in here, and you get a free ticket. Resets daily. So if I want to, it's a Tour 1. I can if you touch the shotgun icon, okay, so it shows you where the ball's going to land. Okay, cannot be used on tiebreakers and putts. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and just. Is it going to let me do it? Only available on normal tours. Okay. All right, either way, let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's see what hole we're going to get. All right, so it looks like a par 4, hole 2, Paradise Maldives. Now, I am on BlueStacks. I'm already at a disadvantage, but I figured out how to be able to twist and turn things. So, now I do not have, okay, I do not have any curl or any backspin or anything. I'm using basic balls. We want to save up our good balls, so, for later on. So, we're only going to be able to play so high in tours until we can stop have enough balls to be able to play. Because once you get to tour 5, tour 6, you're going to probably, maybe in tour 7, you're going to need to use some balls to cut that wind down a little bit. All right, so here we go. All right, so I have this set up where I can actually do this. Okay, on my, so we have 1.1 mile an hour. So it's for every 2 mile an hour wind, it's 1 ring. So we're going to go right here and see if I can get this little top spin. Not much there. And I'm definitely going to max it out because it's a nice wide. Okay, so we hit that perfect. It's not easy to hit that perfect, so you got to find the best of 2 evils there, whatever you want to say. So we almost got there. It's a par 4, so see if we can chip this one in. Okay, so 53 yards. So he's back there. He's using this short iron. I should have checked that long iron. I need to check that out next time. Okay, so we definitely have to bankroll some coins here. So we don't have much room there, so we got to take a look. I'm going to try to place this in the hole there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. And I'm going to move this right there, okay, and now I'm going to turn this around. So we have 1.2. So that's going to be about a half. Right about there, okay. Alright, see if I can get perfect. Alright, perfect. That should be, hopefully, in the hole. Yep. So we eeled it out. And that was almost too fast, so I got to pay attention to that. And I didn't have much backspin on my balls. There we go. So, free coin. I'm going to see what that is. I'll probably have to watch a video. We're going to get a free coin. How many coins? I don't know, but we're going to utilize that as much as we can, because at these lower levels we need as many coins as we can get. So bear with me on this one. I know this is going to be, you can always fast forward through all this. But if I'm going to do most of my games online here, so alright, so we should be getting pretty close. Normally it shows you a little bar, but I don't see that bar. It'll probably pop up the next over here when it's done. It's 30 seconds or so, whatever it is. Okay, anytime. Alright, something's happening here. Okay, I get 8 seconds down here. Let's see if they gave me some extra ones. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, see how many they gave me. Alright, come on. So 2,600. I don't know how many they give me. I don't know. I was at 26, so was I at 2,000? I think. So that would be 600. All right. So we have the beginner Long Island. Let's go ahead and get this one in here. That's the polar bear. All right. So that's in there. So now we still got Sandwich we got to deal with. All right. Now we're going to tap that to unlock it. It's going to take 4 hours. You believe that? Now I'm not going to be wasting any diamonds on here at all. I'm just going to let them run through. Okay, so let's jump in here. Get our trophy. It's all lit up. So we're going to get 2 feather balls. And then we'll get those New York balls, which are excellent balls. Okay. And I want to fill up my bags. So you need 3,300 to get on the Master Tour. All right. Now I don't know. Some of these I clicked on it. They wouldn't let me use it. I don't know why. It shows you where your ball is going to land after you adjust it, so it's pretty cool. All right. So we got him. Wonder why he's not showing my picture on that one. I go first. So we got a par 3. Now it's not showing my picture. I don't know why. Alright, so we're going to go right there. And I don't think I have any back. I got a little backspin, I guess. So 1.4 is going to be about a half, looks like. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. We can get this thing in the hole. Alright, get in the hole. That's close. Yeah, I wonder why it's not showing my picture. Maybe I realized I wasn't on Facebook no more, but oh well, I don't care if I get a picture there or not. Okay, so if that had been 2 mounted, I'd been 1 ring, so 1.7 was about a little bit more than half. Alright, he's going to stay off the green, so his tripping skills better be right on. Okay. And this clock goes fast, so you got to line up your shot pretty quick. And I got to get the tour too, so I can start training my putter. That's the first thing you want to do is train your putter. Okay, so let's see what he's going to do here. He ain't making that, that's for sure. Okay. So we were at 26, so 6 would be 32 if they give me 600. That's definitely worth 220 free coin. So we started off at 2,600. I got to see what's going on here. Alright, this is the little soccer game. I haven't played it yet. Alright. I wish they'd go a little quicker than this. Old Palais here. All right. Come on. Oh, 2, 1. Okay. All right, we'll do that. And do that. I know if that gives me 600, that's a big boost. I mean, that basically gives me more than what I make on tour 2. 660. But they're not going to give me the extra on that, though. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So 26 to 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So yeah, 500. You have to take off the 100. So they gave me basically 600. Now here, I'm not sure what it's going to cost here, but we're going to stay on tour 1. And let's go back home here. We have to go and start training. Select the club. Okay, we don't want that. I guess they show me how to do it. Alright, how many seconds do I have left? Okay. They don't want that. Alright, so we're going to complete the training. Now we're going to go ahead and put what we want on there. See, when you train, you're slowing down the pin and make it easy to putt. So we're going to select our club. It's going to be the steel putter. That's going to take 6 hours, and we'll come back and we'll get one going overnight there. Alright, so we are on 12 trophies. Come on, what's going on here? Now if I want to do that, open another bag in Pack Pass, nope. We don't want that. So let's see what we got for the trophy. Get the New York ball, so we got that. So we're starting to get a little collection of balls going here. So we got 2 more bags to fill up here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, tool 1, let's go ahead. Once I get up to like 5,000 or 6,000, I think I might go ahead and upgrade the other club there. I don't know how long that 200% lasts. I don't know if it's permanent or just the first couple. I don't know. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what this guy's got. He's got his jet ski going here. Alright, so it looks like this could be at least a par 4, I think. Alright, we've got 264 yards. Par 5, okay. So let's go ahead and get this. I'm going to go ahead and get some. And I'm going to move just a little bit. I don't need to do what you call it on the drive. Alright, little great left. That's okay. We get a wide fairway. Okay. I don't think we can get there on 2. Oh, I hit that 296 yard. Are you kidding me? Maybe I can. We'll see. But I don't have curl, so getting on the green is going to be difficult. See what I mean about those situations? You got to have your curl. Well, I could play a hook, I guess, but okay. So he's going over to the right of it. All right, so he's pretty close. I should have got. I'm going to have to remember next time to get onto the right side. Okay, so let's go ahead. So let's go ahead and, can I move that to the left? Nope, but we will do that. Okay, so I can't really, great righty there, that's not good. I should have great lefted it. Is what I should have done. Not good. If I great lefted it, I might have got it on the green. See, the thing is, you got to go so fast, or you run out of time. They don't give. I wish they'd give you an extra fucking 30 seconds or something. All right, so let's see what this guy's got going on here. 1.4 mile an hour wind, so that's pretty. We got to master this low wind before we can get into the high wind, especially if we're going to stick with the basic ball. All right, so he's way over there, so that's not an easy putt, especially when you don't have it trained and you have to hit that perfect. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got still 1.3. Let's go ahead and. All right. So 1.3, half of that. We're going to go about a half. All right. Go right about there. Okay, we perfect it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. See, it was too hard. That was too hard. I had no backspin to put on it. So we have to get some clubs with backspin on it. Before I can move up to tour 3 and tour 4, I gotta get some backspin and some curl. It's gonna be it's gonna be necessary for those. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and finish this off. We can make this. This is over. Alright. Alright, we got the perfect. That's good. Now, we will spend a little bit of the diamonds, but it's going to be on those balls. That's the only thing. So we got to make sure we can get. Now, there is. Okay, let's go ahead and get the coins. Now, there is. I'll just do some talking while we're waiting for this. Because, like I said, coins are essential right now. Got to get them. If I can get 3 times my buy-in, that's worth it. I don't know if you can get that on higher levels or not, but we're definitely going to take advantage of it here. But now, this should be. I'm pretty sure that you can watch 5 videos and get 5 diamonds, so you should be able to get 25 diamonds a day. I think that's what it is. We'll have to find out. It could be on another game though. I could have swore it was this game. We will see. The clock is ticking. The journey awaits. That's my other game I do. I do a few games. Candy Crush. 3 Candy Crush games. I do the Jelly Saga, the Soda Pop one, and Candy Crush, the regular. And I do the Disney Solitaire, and I'll be doing the Ultimate Golf and this one right here. That's it. That's pretty much going to be about it. That's a full-time job. All right, we get 11 seconds. Like I said, I know this can be boring, but you can easily slide that bar and go right past it. I got to take advantage of all the coins because I'm doing this free to play, so we got to take advantage of all of the coins. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Pop that over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and give me some more coinage. Now, I won't go through the videos for the free diamonds. I'll do that off video. Okay, yeah, right here. See the free gems? 5 times that's 25. Sometimes they do a special when they do times 2. Alright, so we have 3. Let's go ahead and get 1 more, and we're going to call it the video, and I'll get those gems there. So we're at 37. Okay, so that's good. We're getting up there a little bit. Still on 201. Are we maxed? Nope, we're not maxed out yet. But it's not going to do no good to max them out right now. I mean, either way, a lot of people say if you don't have the slots, don't play. But I'm looking for the coins too, so especially on 201. Plus, it gets you a nice bundle of matches stacked up where you can get a good winning percentage. Let's see what he's got going on here. 1.7. he hooked it to the left, a headwind too, so that's going to give him some problems here. Okay. Alright, so we got, this is going to be a par 4. Alright, so let's go ahead and use the Alt key. It's going to be, get some top, and I don't need to worry about I'm going to go right here. To the right. Come on. I might end up, yep, I sure the hell did. Of all places. Yeah, so that's definitely not good. I should be able to get on, I hope. We'll see. Okay, so he great righted. He might end up in a bunker. Now, I'm pretty good at chipping around the green here, so unless he has that skill mastered, if I can just get close to the green here or put it on the green. Alright, so we're going to get 1.8 right here. See if I can get a little backspin. We can, so we're going to do that. And let's go ahead and get this over 1.8. That's going to be about a ring. Not quite a full ring, but let's go right there. Alright, kind of perfect. It was like a perfect right. And if I'd have had perfect, I would have got that. I would have won it right there. Alright. If he doesn't put this in, that's a win for me. So he's got to put it in, and that's going to be too much power. And he's hitting max, he's going way over. Thank you for the win. Alright, and to the right. Okay. Yeah, we should be birdie and eagle in all these holes. Try to get a hole in one sometime here. Alright, so this is going to be the bird. Here we go. And I'll be starting Ultimate Golf tomorrow because Monday's the day where you want to start, because you'll give yourself a whole free week of amateur instead of just a few days. If I were to start today, I only have 1 day of amateur, and you want that full week so you can win some of these tournaments. Because you're going to need to win those red and blue tournaments, place real high so you can get coins again in that, so you can upgrade your clubs. Alright, so yeah, I played this roll match for a while too, got old. So once we get this done, we'll call it. So we'll check out, see what clubs need to be upgraded. I think it's going to cost $3,000. That's going to cost too much. So I'm going to have to wait till I get like 20,000 or so coins, and then I'll be able to upgrade the 3,000 one. I can do the smaller ones when I get them, but getting that rank 3 and 4 is going to be tough until I start playing Tour 2, and then I'll get, I think it's 200, so we'll get 400. So we'll see. I definitely want to max out. I think we're going to max out the Tour here before we, I think I can play one more, so we'll play one more. Alright, let's go ahead and knock this over. That way we can see, I think it's 200, so we'll get 400 times 6, about 2,400 there. And then we can start getting some decent coins. Alright, Alright, so we did manage to get a gold back. That seems good. Now every 2 hours, so about 5 hours we'll have 2 there. Let's go ahead and check out this trophy. So we're going to get the long iron polar bear, so that's going to give us an extra one there. You going to give me any coins? Nope, that's just the polar bear. Alright, so let's jump in here. We have 4,200. Alright, so the only thing we have right now, we get the wedge. What's this going to give me if I decide I want to upgrade? It's 1,000. I need some curl. See, the curl's maxed out is only 6, so it's not helping me much. Backspin, they had 0 backspin. So I'm not going to worry about that right now until I start getting a nice little stack of coins. But we're going to look at the polar bear right here. That's 3,000. Look at that. That's crazy. Ball guide 64. That's good. And the curl, get a little bit of curl on there. So we like the Komodo dragon already. But I'm not going to spend 3,000. So we're going to leave that there. Okay, and I'm not going to, if you want to unlock this, you pay for the impact pass. So, like I said, we're doing all free to play, and I'll get those gems later. So we're at 205 gems. Okay. So 20, so I got to play 2 more to max it out, which is fine. And I don't think, we get the free one there, so 660. Okay, so the prize is 660, so that's good. It goes up to 600. So if they give me the 200%, that'd be nice. Okay, so I might play again tonight once I get my bags to go through. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we got 1.4. See if I can get some top on it. And I'm just going to hit this straight. There's no need to do any curling or anything. No great left, that's fine. Now if I had a crosswind, I'd probably do something like that to get more distance. So we got 229 yards. And this is a par 5, I do believe. Yeah. Question is, I should have got it to right. That's the thing, is remembering this. I should have hit it to the right side so I can get a clear shot at that green. He's at 262 yards. Wow, it's a lot more than me. Okay, so definitely want to get some top on it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hook this a little bit. Little great left, that's good. Hopefully that's enough to do what I needed to do. Oh, I can't believe it. If I didn't hit that rough, I would have been right on it. What a joke. That 1 mile an hour wind was enough to get me over there, huh? Alright, so he is probably not going to get on the green with that. Okay, so the chip in specialist, see if we can, who's going to chip it in for the win. Okay. Alright, so we got to go 1 over here. Can I get, nope, no backspin. Let's go ahead. So we're going to go a half. Okay, and I'm not going to hit this hard. I'm going to hit this right about there, right down the middle. There we go. Almost too fast again. I need that backspin. All right, so we chipped it in for the eagle. Now we're going to see if he can get his eagle. And that's just how you have to hit. You just got to start chipping him in from that range and just work your way back. And he's just way out of there. All right. So we're at 24. We need one more, I think. All right, we're going to do the coins. I wonder how long they let us do that for, but either way. We're definitely going to start doing some tour 2, maybe tour 3. And I think we're going to probably pause there for a little while until we get some clubs leveled up. Because I have 600 for tour 2. That means we're probably going to have, I don't know, 1,000 payoff for tour 3. That's my guess. We'll see. Alright. I'm getting more tired of seeing this king. Can't turn down the 660 though. Royal Kingdom. Alright, 10 seconds and we're done here. Alright. Here we go. Alright. So we're at 80, so we have a little ways to go before we can get up to promotion. Again, we're not looking for no big rush on the promotion, so. Alright, so we're at 4,700, that's good. Alright, so now we're at 24, we gotta do one more to max out this. Okay, got the 10% there. We get the par 3. See if we can hold this out. Alright, so it's a 1.4 wind. And he's hitting extra, which he probably should with the 1.4 headwind there. But he ended up in the wrong place, so. Alright, so probably can chip that in, so I probably should get this hold out right now. So we'll get 2 or 3. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this over here. I'm going to go ahead and put a little back on it. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. That's the only thing I have on being on this, what you call it, is having the, I almost put it in, on being on BlueStacks. It does that crap sometimes. I can't get my rings big enough. Alright, see if he can put it on in there. If he doesn't, it's over. Yep, it's over. Yeah, I'd be sad too. Alright, let's get this right in the middle here. Okay, perfect. There we go. Alright, so we got birdies and eagles in all our holes. That's good. We're happy with that. Okay, looks like you just keep getting it. That's good. It'd be nice. Hopefully they do that on the very expensive ones too. I doubt if they do, but who knows? If I'm playing for 10,000, they're going to give me a 200%. I'll be watching that thing every single time. So you'll be just hitting that slider on the bottom there. All right, so we did max out our Tour 1. That's what we wanted to do here today, and we'll max out Tour 2 on the next video. And then we'll probably check out Tour 3, because for Tour 1, Tour 2 are going to be very easy. So we just hope we can win most of those, or all of them if we can. Tour 3, we'll probably lose our first one there, maybe early, who knows. We'll eventually start getting some people who will start using better balls and equipment, so that's why we want to upgrade our stuff before we get there. Alright, World Kingdom, I had enough for you. Give me a different game at least. Alright, 13 seconds. Almost there. Ready? Okay. I think tomorrow I'll be able to get into the tournament. I don't know if we can do that at the beginning. We'll find out. So I can probably find out right now. So we got 3 hours left. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see. Amateur 1 and above can enter. So I can't play the tournament until I get to Amateur 1. So next week. Open Tour 3 to unlock. So we're definitely going to open up a Tour 3. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, so we're maxed out. If you wanted to, you can click on here and get the special deal here. Oh wait, no, it's free. Is it free? I guess it is. 12 gold coins. Come on, you couldn't do better than that. The drone. So we're getting some upgrade here. I mean, I'm telling you, by the time you get to 8, it's going to cost 100,000. It gets ridiculous. Unbelievable. Come on, little dragon. Dart. Let's just skip all those. Alright, so we get that. You're not going to be able to upgrade until you start really winning some. Alright, so that's completed. Now we're at here. 660. What's here? Okay, so it's 2K for Tour 3. So you can get 6,000. So that's definitely going to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and hook up a couple tours. This is just our free entry here. Let's see what we got on Tour 2. Metropolis, New York here. Alright, so we got 28 trophy going against our measly 25. So 6 would be times 3 is going to be 18. Probably be about, I'm not sure. Okay, so cost 600. So we'll win 600 times it's 18. I think 18 is would be 24 with that. I think about 1,800. All right, so he's got 254 in the drive there. Now the wind's going to be a little bit more potent here, 2.7. So let's go ahead. Alright, so we're going to do that, and alright, so let's go ahead and max this out. A little right, we're going to end up in the rough. Fine, alright. At least we got in the fairway. We lost a lot of yards though. A lot of yards we lost. Okay, so let's see if we can get there in 2, but it's his turn, so. Nope, it's par 5. He's not getting there in 2 either, so. That may have cost us. So we probably should just play it safe right down the middle. Okay, so I'm going to give him an unlucky too. Yeah. There you go, my friend. 2 pin, 306 yards. So let's go with the 1. See if we can. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to keep it a safe shot. I'm not going to hit it overpower. Here we go. Alright, just keep it on the fairway. So now I have. He has a much tougher shot if he can even get to the green. Sometimes they're pretty harsh on the distance they allow you to have. But this is kind of close, so he might get there. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, they really knock you down till you get some better clubs. Okay, so he's way to the left. Alright, so now we have to get this in. Chip it in here. Alright, T3, it's your turn. Alright, let's go ahead and. Alright, let's go right about there. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little back on that. Alright, we're going to go 1. No, we're going to go a half. What am I talking about right there? Alright, little perfect left there. Is that going to be good enough? Nope. Okay, so that was not a good aim. I need some more backspin. I'm overshooting it. And I need better ball guide too, because I don't have enough time to turn around. And by the time if I did all that, I'd lose my shot clock. So you don't have the time to do that. They didn't give you another 30 seconds. Alright, so he's way over there. So I just kind of got to do it fast. Okay, see if we can get this in the hole. Yeah, you gotta watch out with those grates. You can miss your shot with that. Luckily we were close enough. Okay, so we're gonna get that win. 660. Yeah, we're gonna get the free count here. Let's go ahead and do it. So we get the free entry. I think we get 2 free entries. Probably use those up and then we'll call it. I don't know if I should call this day 1 or not. Nah, because I'll probably do more than 1. But I won't put them both out today, though. That's the thing. It's going to take a while to get these things stacked up. So maybe I'll go day 1. Who knows? That way we can keep track of how long it takes. Alrighty. And I am long-winded, so I do long videos. So, like I said, if you want to learn, then I usually put my educational stuff right at the front. But if you want to watch me play, that's a different story. But when I do educational, like overview of the game, I always start off with education, then I'll do an overview of my account, and then we'll go into the gameplay. So that's pretty much how we'll do it. That way, you know, if you just want the education, you just watch that and go. If you want to see me play, all right, let's go ahead and do this here. There we go. So we should get some serious coinage here. And I think tomorrow we'll finish tour 2 at the minimal. And I'll watch my videos to get those free gems. Alright, so we're at 73. There we go, 52 to 72, almost 2,000, so that's good. Alright, so we're going to get a trophy here. Open up his gold bag. Okay, see who has Cactus is a new club. That's going to go in the sandwich. We need that. Okay, and we got France coming up here. And once I give you a few of these, then it'll be a long time before you get more of those. All right, impact pass. Let's jump in here and see if we get ourselves some more diamonds, and we will. There we go. Yeah, you'll get through this pretty quickly. So we're already at 6 out of 37. Hopefully we get the Meteor for our first club. Alright, so that's another 50. That's 255. We'll get another one here. Polar Bear, so that's an upgrade there coming. Okay, so we're going to get another 50. That's good. That's nice. So we're at 305. So I bet we get 305 diamonds to start the day out here with. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Get the sandwich going. My question is probably Scorpion's going to be better. We'll see 90 yards. So I'm going to select that. Then I'm going to jump in here again. And we're going to throw the Cactus next to it and see what we get. Okay, so the Cactus is 93 yards, but the Ball Guard's 44. We get a Ball Guide at 49. Got some curl, and we got little backspin, not a whole lot. So we're going to stick with the Scorpion right now. So I think we'll stick with that. All right, so we got all our clubs, at least they're not generic clubs, basic clubs. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in here one more time. See what we got. Tour 2, we got another entry fee, challenge buff, free admission until 2 victories. So we get this free until you get 2 victories. So that's excellent. All right, so we're going against a 24 trophy. Now he could have 840. Doesn't matter. He you know. Alright, so it looks like we got ourselves a par 3 here. See what he's going to do. Yeah, we get a hop over. So we definitely get a hop over the bunker. But we don't want to do it in a fashion where it's going to hop us over the back of the green either. So, alright, so he is definitely on the green, but he's back there. He's in, you don't hit it perfect. It could be a miss distance away. So let's go ahead. Okay. So we got 1.5 wind. Let's go ahead and knock this over here. Go ahead and put a little bit of that. Okay. That's going to be good. 3/4. All right, perfect down the middle. Now let's see if I can get this thing. How did I not get on the green? Did my backspin hurt it that much? That's ridiculous. Alright, 1.4. I only went half a ring, so. Alright, he's going to miss that, so that's good. That helps us out. So, the worst is a tie, but we can definitely steal it from right here. We just got to put it in the hole. Okay. Gotta master your. Alright, so that's going to be right there. A little bit there. So we're going to go. 2 is going to be 1. We're going to go about half. Come on. Right there. Right down the middle, in the hole. Here we go. That's what we want to see. We stole that right from him. Nice. All right, let's go and get the free coins. Definitely got to keep that. Like I said, you can scroll past it. Much easier for you to scroll than me to edit. That's why I don't do no edits, man. What you get is what you get. I am not a techno guru here, so. But for a new YouTube, I'm starting to get a pretty decent amount of subscribers. More than I thought I'd get. I'm over 200 already. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a dime or two on this sometime with the Google AdSense. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing. These things, I wish they'd go a little bit quicker. They make you really earn that 200%, that's for sure. So we should be up in the 9,000s or close to it. Okay. All right, 10 seconds left here. Alright, so I think I'm going to have to jump in here every time to reset that bag once the bag's done. So that's the only bad thing I don't like about it. Same way with Ultimate Golf, too. So you have to come in and click on the bag for it to go. It should go right to the next one automatically, but these games make it painful for you. Alright, so we're up to 73. I think we need to get up to, what you call it, 20 or 30 or something like that. Alright, so we're not going to get that. Looks like we opened up 2 or 3. That's good. That's going to give us 2,000, but we're not going to do nothing there. We want to finish this off. 9,000, so that's good. Impact Pass, best gift. No thanks. Like I said, we're doing this free. Let's learn about the games win, and we're going to get that 50 dimes. Or one that we're going to do that. Okay, so basically it's 2 mile an hour for every ring, so whether you can get more fine-tuned later on, we'll have to play around with it. Alright, with the win guide, yeah, we know that. You cannot receive your wood if you don't finish 2. Okay, go back. With the win guide, you can know wind direction strength. Okay. 2 mile an hour. Linda marker ring is roughly 2 mile an hour wind. Yep, so 1 is 2, so let's go ahead. 1 is blowing 4 to the left. So 2 and 4. Alright. Now we're going to take our shot. They make it kind of so you get the hole in one here probably. I don't know if they count that. I think I do have a hole in one though. For when you start the game, I think they start you off with a hole in one just to make you feel good. You received a tutorial completion. Cool. So we're at 355, and I'll do these in a little while. 2 or 3 times 7. Those are all sales. Let's jump in here. Get the France balls. These are excellent balls too. So, alrighty. Alright, so that's going to take care of. Okay, we've got Legendary Club Trial Event. Select one club you would like to try. The thing is, I'm done playing too. Are you kidding me? We definitely want the Meteors, that's for sure. Trial period is 3 hours. Try for free. Unbelievable. Alright, so we got, how do we get, we should have got more. What happened to our coins? We should have got more coins. 9,000. Unbelievable. We were at 9,000 before we played that one. I don't know why we didn't get it. Okay, so now we get the long drive. Now we're going to jump in here and see if we can end the putt and drive. So now we have to try to get over 288 if we can. They give us the club and they give us the ball, so if we can get in that top, that'd be nice. That's where we want to land, top 5 to get the legendary bag. Zero yards, alright. Alright, can we go ahead and get this going here? There we go. Alright, you got a lot of people doing a lot of fancy things, so. Alright, so let's go ahead and go 1.5. Right about there. Okay. We're going to go ahead all the way back. That's great, right? So we're not going to get nothing on this one. We won't even get. Okay, we got someplace. So we're in 36th place. That's not good. So we're going to get a bag at least. See what we get. We got 3 super rookie balls. That's good. We like that. This is where you get your rookie balls and your legendary cards. Okay, so and I think we get one more free. So it's gonna be that's 2 and about right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Gotta hit that perfect, or we're not gonna get it. That slowed me down. I don't think we're getting. I don't think we already got this one. New record. Well, maybe. Okay, good. That's good. We got 1 super rookie ball. We got 2 in the last one. So we're up at 30th place now. So that's not good. The thing is, you have to get in the top 5 to get your guaranteed card here. Okay, special card. 9 balls. That's good if we get that. 12. And 6. Okay, so that's it. Back to the lobby. Now we have to do the putting one. Alright. Look at all the P's we got there. There we go. We'll get to those later. I want to get into the putting challenge. You can win a lot of diamonds out here if you can putt a few in a row, but they are difficult putts, that's for sure. Yeah. Up to 1,000. We'll use that one free one. I think I got up to 400 one time. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah. They make that so hard. Alright, to the lobby. If you can just get that first one every single week, it'd be nice. All right, let's go ahead and jump in here, receive these, and we're going to call it a day. Wish they'd give out balls in these bags. They don't, like they do in the other ones, other games. All right, I got 5 out of 5. What's going on here? Huh. What? Tier 10 is unlocked in 12 hours. Are you shitting me? You're making it. You're putting a wall up so I can't go any further. What a freaking joke! They're saying I can only go so far. What a joke! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Either way. Okay, so that's it for today. It's a long video, but tomorrow we'll get into our next one. So you all have a great day. Hopefully you like and subscribe, and we'll keep this going. Have a good day.